You never think your marriage will lead you to a story like this. I'm 29, my husband Ted is 32. We've been together since college, 10 years of love, growth, and what I thought was stability. But sometimes, evil hides in the most ordinary people. When Ted and I were younger, we shared a house with his older brother, Ash. He was 25 back then, quiet, awkward, the kind of man you'd describe as a bit strange, but harmless. We also had a dog and my cat, whom I loved like family. Within weeks, something started to feel off. Our bedroom smelled like urine. At first, I thought maybe the dog somehow got in. But he couldn't climb the stairs. And my cat? She was perfectly litter-trained. Then I began finding my clothes wet. My shoes. Even my pillow. Ted thought I was overreacting, maybe the cat was marking territory. But I knew that smell. That wasn't cat urine. It was human. One night, desperate for proof, I hid a small camera in our bedroom. What I saw made my blood freeze. Ash, walking in. Calm. Expressionless. And then relieving himself on my things. I left that very night, packed my cat, my clothes, and went to my friend's house. Ted confronted him, horrified. Ash said nothing. We moved out soon after. And from that moment, I never spoke to him again. Years passed. Ted and I built a quiet life together, far away from that nightmare. Then, during the pandemic, Ash lost his job and home. He asked if he could stay with us. I didn't even hesitate, no. Ted's family called me heartless. They said, it's just a mistake from the past. Forgive and forget. But no, he was 25 when he did that. A grown man. Not a confused kid. They said I was cruel for leaving him homeless. But he wasn't homeless. He was dangerous. His mother called, crying. His brothers messaged, blaming me. They believed Ash had changed after therapy. Except he hadn't. He'd faked the therapy. The therapist was a friend pretending to help just to get his mother off his back. And she knew. She covered it up. When Ted found out, he was furious. He went to confront his brother alone. What he found that day changed everything. In Ash's locked bathroom, Ted discovered something horrifying. Pictures of me. Defaced. Covered in bodily fluids. Old wedding photos. Even photos of Ted himself. And worse. Pictures of Ted's 14-year-old niece. No one understood why until we realized it was revenge. Ash hated his brother. He saw me as the thing that took Ted away. When Ted called me, he was shaking. He said only one sentence. He's not sick, he's dangerous. That night, Ash was taken into psychiatric custody. The truth broke Ted's family apart. His mother admitted she'd always protected Ash out of guilt. When they were kids, the older brothers bullied him. She thought covering his behavior was making up for it. But silence breeds monsters. The family tried to repair what was left, but it was too late. Ash's cat, the only innocent creature in this whole story, didn't survive the neglect. Ted cut contact with half his siblings. And me? I started therapy. I wish I could say life went back to normal. It didn't. Every sound of running water made my chest tighten. Showers. Toilets. Even rain. My therapist says it's trauma, and she's right. Ted did everything to make it right. But guilt consumed him. He kept saying, "You went through hell because of my family." He wasn't wrong. We tried couples therapy. We tried to rebuild. But pain like that never fully leaves. A year later, he asked for a divorce. Not out of anger. Out of guilt. He said, "I can't protect you from my family, and I can't forgive myself for what they did." I cried for days. But I understood. Sometimes love dies quietly, not because it stops, but because it hurts too much to stay. We parted as friends. He still calls sometimes. He still apologizes. And I still wish him peace. Now I live near the ocean with my cat, the same one who never stopped purring, even when I cried at night. I'm learning to breathe again. To be okay with silence. Ash is still in treatment. Ted's family doesn't speak to me. And I don't need them to. Sometimes people tell me I'm strong. But I'm not sure. I just survived something I never chose. If you've ever been told to forgive and forget someone who violated your trust, remember this. Forgiveness is not permission. And forgetting is not healing. You don't owe anyone access to your peace just because they share your last name. I didn't lose a family. I saved myself.